I'm going to do another ride in the snow today at Frances Slocum. We got a few inches, about 3 or so inches the other day of light fluffy snow. So I wanted to see how the bike performs in that, and I'm going to try to apply some of the things I found out that I need to pay attention to when riding on the snow. I'm going to try to stay on my main loop instead of going down off the trails like I did last weekend. A lot of that just wasn't rideable because of the camber of the land of the trail. So hopefully I can do a nice loop that doesn't have that kind of trail to deal with. I haven't shown this before, but when I go mountain bike riding, I bought these years ago when I used to do on a regular basis, but I've got hockey elbow pads and shin and knee pad combinations. The price was right, and I've been using them for years now, and there's all kinds of marks on them, so I'm figuring all the marks that are on these pads are not on my leg or my elbows. And then I wear just a thin knit hat under my helmet. A thin knit hat under my helmet that doesn't take up a lot of space but keeps my ears warm. It's not that cold out. I think it's like 25 degrees. I have got a couple layers on, so I've got biking shorts on with sweatpants, a water wicking shirt, just a thin kind of fleece pullover, and a sweatshirt, and then this plaid fur-lined coat. So it's probably going to be too hot for this, but this ride only takes about an hour or so. It's only about maybe 3 or 4 miles, but it's mountain biking, so it seems like it's a lot more than that when you're doing it. And then I just have plain old gloves. These are fur-lined work gloves, cowhide work gloves. They work fine for me. I don't need anything fancy. So that's that. Again, I'm riding the Lectric XPeak 2.0. I checked the air pressure in the tires. I thought I was going to drop them down a little bit. They did seem a little squishy. So I tested the pressure in them, and they're only at around 10 pounds. I usually run them when I'm riding on the road, I usually run them at about, I think, 40 pounds. All right, we're starting this right off. Full charge, 54.9 volts. I'm going to start off with passenger assist 2. And we'll see how this works with the deeper snow. It's a little slippery. It's pretty trodden down. There's a lot of footprints here. There's a car parked out there right now. So I don't expect it to be too deep of snow, but certainly there's more snow down now than there was on my last ride. So the turning is a little bit where you need to be a little careful with it. Ooh. I'm still on passenger, or I keep saying passenger assist. In my whole video last time I said that. It's pedal assist. But I am a passenger. I'm going to put it on 3 right now. Whoops. Now, this is the hard part here. I didn't do too well on this last time. This isn't really steep, but it's too steep to start off in the middle. So I'm still at the bottom here. I had trouble making the turn because my wheels slid. I'm going to start off, I'm going to back it up a little bit and try to go straight up. Now this is where I was saying you can't, I have my, when I ride, I generally have my hands on the handbrakes, especially the rear one, so I don't go backwards. And I just have a habit of doing that. When you do that, it cuts off the throttle, so you can't use your throttle to kind of get you going a little bit. So I'm gonna leave this at 3, pedal assist 3. I'm gonna get my feet lined up on my pedal. So I'm going to start the throttle off and then start pedaling, and hopefully I can motor through here. We'll see what happens. Nope. So the throttle, I was making it spin out with my feet, but I didn't have enough power to proceed forward. So let's try pedal assist 4 and see how that works out. Okay. All right. Go. Nope. When you go slow enough, you just can't. I'm not used to not moving on the bike. I can't do any like track stands and that kind of thing. So I can't just literally stand here and just fiddle with the bike and try to get it going again. So I did make it further. Of course, I'm wearing a path where I was going, so I don't know if that's good or bad. All right, try it one more time. This should work. Pedal assist 5. As long as I can stay, I think I want to stay to the left here. Okay, go. Let's see. Okay, so now that it's leveling off, the pedal assist 5 seems to be too high, and it's starting to spin because it's trying to push me with more power, and that's causing me to lose it. So I'm going to try starting again with 5 here and see how that is. But that's what I was finding when you're on a leveling out part of the trail, or only a slight upgrade, and especially if it's smoothish, which this isn't too bad right here. I think it gets a little rougher up ahead. The higher pedal assist is worse. So let's try the 5 again here. See, now it's trying to push me, and I'm trying to ride. Now this log's in the way here, so the trail is diverted around it, so that's gonna, it's not normal here. See, the pedal assist is just going because you're trying to pedal. So there's a combination of things that you need to do to keep in control. All right, let me try it again here. See, I'm on 5. Now, I see there's bumps and sticks and stuff on this trail going forward here. So I'm expecting I'll probably slip and slide a few more times here. But I'm going to keep it on 5 just to try it. You're not going to learn anything by just doing what's the most comfortable. So let's try 5. Let's try to go here. Yeah. All right. Okay. So the turning is the issue. If I turn too much, I'm going to slide. If I slide, then I'm going to have to balance, and I'm probably going to have to put my foot down, and then I'm stopped. So the slower assist is going to help with that. I'm starting to go downhill a little bit here, so I'm going to put the assist down to 1, and then we'll go forward with that. So the lower the assist, I think that allows you to use your regular riding skills and control the bike better. So you need a little bit of an assist. I do, because I haven't been riding in a while, so I don't really have my leg strength up. But this has always been a little bit rough through this area. Now I'm going to go up to pedal assist 2 to go through here. It's getting pretty steep. There we go. Okay, so pedal assist 2. That feels good. And this is a pretty steep part too. And there's a lot of divots. Shoot. All right. Nope. Yeah, pretty much if you're stopped and you're in a belly of a little hole or something, you're done. But between the weight of me and the weight of the bike, it's just too much. It doesn't matter if you have the fat tires or not. Okay. See. All right. See, my front wheel is just has to go up a little incline here, just a little hump, and it's hard to get rolling. All right. Wow. See. And that log went across the trail last time, so someone cut that out. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I can get going here. No. Boy, it's really not much of anything that I'm trying to go over here. And this is pretty slippery. I'm slipping with my boots. I'm just going to get up over this little spot here. It's not worth trying to get over that because you're going to stop 6 times. Okay. Well, yeah, I can make it through there. See, there's a little bit of a turn up here, which might be an issue, but might not be an issue. Okay, so let's go. Not too bad. Okay. See, the crunchy snow was actually a little easier, it seemed, because it kept me in, kept the traction going a lot better. Now the fluffy snow on top of that's just making it a little more slippery. This was here last time. I was going to move it. Not this time. Not even going to try it. I can get going here. Nope. I'm gonna put my kickstand down and show this from a distance and see if you can see the angle. I know that doesn't come out well on video. So I don't know if you could tell. It's a little bit of an incline. But there's a null right there. There's a rock in the middle, which I went over before, and I think that's where I cracked my sprocket, the sprocket guard. But it won't. The assistant 2 won't give me enough power to even make it to get the momentum to go up over the left side of the rock. So that's pedal assist 2. As a test, I'm going to do pedal assist 5 and see if that helps me out. I don't think it's going to make it better, but okay. So I have my brake on, otherwise I'm going to go backwards. So I have to leave the brake, hold the throttle, leave the brake go, and then hold the throttle in. Now it's trying to go. See, it's not. I can't get the pedaling in. No. I'm sure someone can do it. I can't, like I said, I can't track stand. Well, if you can track stand, you might be able to let the wheels spin out and force your movement. But all right, let's go back down to 2. Now this, I don't think this has a lot of obstacles. There might be a few roots and stuff, and there's a few turns, and then it gets to a flat spot. So I might be able to make this whole thing up to here, up to the top, and we'll see. Now I'm riding with my finger down by the throttle as though it was my brakes, getting ready to throttle, because if I stop pedaling, I lose the assist, and then you're done for. Right, feeling good. All right. Now this is slightly downhill. Take this kind of slow here. Over here. All right, there was only one person that walked on that trail back there, when there's several other ones here. And those footprints actually are hindering to your traction, because you can get caught in them, and they're pretty fresh. But if this was a wet snow and then it froze, this would be very hard to ride on. So I went down here faster the last time. I'm just taking it easy this time. I thought there was a tree down there. Someone may have moved it. I don't see any fresh cut ends. Again, this is all downhill, very slightly. I still have the assist on. There's the log. All right, so I have to go around this. Oh, see the turns? I was going slow on that, and it's still kicked out. And when you turn, the back wheel the assist is going, so it kind of kicks the bike out from underneath you, because your front wheel was kind of staying still on the turn. Where if it was dirt, you wouldn't lose that. Turn. Whew. Some of these trees that are down are really big. They won't get cut till spring probably. This is a hard spot here, I think. Oh no, I thought there was a fork back there. It's down here. Alright, so let's try to make it across this bridge, which looks like it's going to be a little shaky here. Yeah, it's pedal assist 2 is not even going to push the bike up. Pedal assist 5 spinning out, but it's allowing me to push it with my 1 foot. Okay. All right. Let's get going again here. This is pretty flat, but there's some turns, so we'll see how that goes. Pedal assist 2. And again, I'm also in first gear. That may make a difference, but I don't feel like testing all that out. Good. Now I know my momentum's got to be lost because there's a log up here and I can't make it up the hill. Nope. Put my foot down, but didn't stop. Oh, I lost it. Okay. I gotta carry it over this anyway. I'm not even going to try this spot here. Last time I had an issue with it, I believe. Yeah. Okay. All right, this is fairly flat here, and it comes out to a road that's all downhill. Well, I was going to try to go around this log, but too much crap in the way. A lot of footprints here. The road behind us goes out to a road. There's a gate there. I don't know if there's parking.
but people might walk down the street to get there. Well, it looks like whoever comes down here is walking on the same spot each time. It's kind of beaten down pretty well. Alright, so I have a hairpin turn up here. As they go uphill, so it's a turn that goes uphill. Just try, see if I can do it or not. Nope. Nope. So here's a conclusionary statement. I'm only about halfway through. I kind of wouldn't recommend the e-bike. I don't know about all e-bikes, but I don't know how much different other bikes would be. I don't have studs on my tires, and I probably could put the air a little bit lower, maybe even lower on the front one. But it's kind of a lot of different things to get messed up when you're riding and trying to turn and whatnot. So it kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of the ride. So if you were going to ride in the snow, I would recommend sticking to some sort of rails to trails or some sort of just flat path type thing through fields or dirt roads or something like that. I don't think it'll be a problem. But when you have a lot of turns and things that are not level, rocks and roots and small logs and branches and things like that, and if the trail is going to be off camber, you know, it's just all formula for getting off track and sliding off to the side. And like I said, mainly because your back wheel with the assist is trying to go, even though you're turning and actually need to concentrate on pulling your wheel out of that turn. The back is saying, no, we're going to keep going forward. And then that kicks you forward, kicks the back out, and then you fall sideways. All right, let's see if I can get going on here. I already see in front of me is a hump, so I'm not going to make it over that. I think I made it from here, yeah, last week. Could put it in pedal assist 3, just to give me a little more oomph. Let's see how that works. Nope. Okay. Go. Nope. Nope. It's just not gonna. Let me just try doing it without the throttle and just start pedaling. Nope. All right, now I'm going to do the throttle and try to pedal. And I have to, again, I have the handbrake on because I'm going to roll back, but it's not too bad. All right, here we go. Ready? Go. Nope. So I don't know if that's my leg strength or if it's just the part of it's the weight of the bike. These bikes are, I think it's like 68 pounds, something like that, 65, 67, I don't know. All right, try it one more time here. Nope. All right, I'm gonna walk it up. Come on. Boy, the weight of the bike, I just won't even go over that log. I still have it on 3. I think that's too much. I'm gonna go down to 2. There we go. Yeah, 3 would be a little too much, I think. Because this is an upgrade all the way. And it's pretty smooth. It's also a lot of footsteps that I'm going through here. Ooh, made that one. Part of the problem of going over the log, I think too, is when you're lifting your back wheel up over it, you're not pedaling. So now your assist isn't going. It's not helping you go over the log. So possibly if you're picking up the back of your bike and not pedaling, but then throwing your throttle on, it might work better. Okay. All right, this is the downhill. All right. Now this is a downhill, and a lot of people have come down this, so there's a lot of footsteps to go through. So I'm taking it easy. Kind of riding my back brake a little bit. This is the same ride I did in the, I think it was the fall. I have a video up on that one if you want to compare what the trail looks like. It definitely went down this a lot faster. Quite a few people came through here. This is really trodden down. It's good to see people going outside. However, I bet you the majority of them were on their phone, scrolling while they're walking here. This is basically all downhill from where I started at the sign all the way down here. And I'm not having as much trouble steering on the downhill because the assist isn't really doing much. Like, I'm going a little bit uphill now, so there's assist going, but I'm not really losing it with the front wheel. Still being careful though because of the footprints. You don't want to get caught in anything. I hit that tree last time. Yeah, I can feel the front wheel just wants to go. It's level enough that I can keep it, but it wants to go. That log was small enough. I didn't have to put the throttle on. Right. Was able to do that turn. I didn't go up the rock this time. Oh well. I'll go on these. Oh. Now we're back where we kind of started from. Well, that was dramatic. Where the hell did the trail go? Okay. I guess it's right here. I don't remember that part last week. All right. Either way, I got to go over this log. That's why I was taking it pretty slow on those downhills where there were a lot of footprints. I didn't want to have a wipe out like that. I mean, that wasn't really a wipe out. I just lost my balance and went to the side. How appropriate. Let's lose our balance and go to the side. Let's show you that. So it's just a little bit of an angle. It doesn't take much. You're going along. I caught this edge here. Rode right through here. And then I hit this one. And it was just disaster the rest of the way. I'm going to put it on 3 right now. See if I can make it up this hill. I'll actually put it on 4. Yeah. Well, I tried to avoid the turn there, and I was doing good, except I got to a spot here and lost it, which was still a turn, so oh well. Whew. All right, almost out. I still have it on 4. Yeah, this is too much. I'm on the flat, slight downhill, and it's too fast for comfort. Back on 2. All right. So battery wise, I've only went down to 52.5 from, I believe, what was it, 54 or 53.9. Just under an hour. I didn't really stop for too many things to do anything with trees or anything like that, so maybe a minute or two here or there, but so 58 minutes. 2.7 miles. My maximum speed was 15. Average speed was 2.6. So pretty slow going, but that's what you need to do on trails that are a little intricate, a little technical. All right, that was a pretty good ride. Could have been better. I would say in conclusion that I wouldn't recommend riding it on any trails that have any kind of technical aspects to them. Maybe some small spots here and there if that can't be avoided. But if you're going to have to be going over stuff continuously, it kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of it. I mean, I have fun riding anytime I ride, but it's nice to be outside and be in the woods and all that stuff. But going over rocks and branches and roots and stuff, and having to worry about the steering and sliding your front wheel sliding out and adjusting your throttle to match with your pedaling and everything, it's just a little too annoying. I could probably get used to it, but you're still going to slide out. It's not like if you do that, you're not going to have an issue. Technical riding just on a regular trail, if you drop back past your seat and put your weight in the back, you're going to go over something and not flip over the handlebars. Very few times is that just going to happen randomly. Well, with the snow and the ice, you really don't have that much control of it. So I would stick to just riding like a rails to trails or some sort of dirt roads or fields or some kind of flat surfaces with minimal terrain and minimal technical areas. You can try it and give it a shot and see what you think. Put down in the comments what you found out. I've seen people riding in the snow, but all the ones that I've seen so far are just riding on a fairly flat surface. So I like doing that also, but I do like to ride technical riding, and I wanted the e-bike to help me do that and to be a little bit of an assist for me to gain leg power and strength and be able to enjoy myself without having to walk the bike up parts that I'm just not in shape for. All right, that's it for this video. Catch me on the next one. Like it says on the channel, Gus does stuff, so I might do another ride, or I might do any number of things. I actually think one of the next videos I'm going to put up is gardening. What's better than gardening in the winter? I didn't put a video up about the electric fence I put around my garden, so I'm going to get that together and put that one up.
and I have a bunch of other videos that I've already made, and I have to edit them and put them up. We'll catch you on the next one, and you can stop in and see what Gus is doing.